Chair of the Awards Committee. I'd like to call the July 14th, 2022 awards meeting to order. We have a physical quorum represented by Gabor Osh, serving as a delegate for Ricky Erickson, Joe Orfano, and myself. We also have Sean Connor filling in for Hai Vu and Laura Shepis that are joining us online. The Office of General Counsel is represented by Rebecca Levy. Budget is represented by Lori Whitmer. And before we begin reviewing today's agenda, I'll note that there isn't anyone physically present for public comment. Eileen, did you receive any public comment via email?
No, sir.
All right, thank you. Let the record show we did not receive any public comment. I'll pause for a moment to allow callers joining us online to unmute and speak up. Hearing no comments, we'll proceed with today's regular agenda. Note that Award 9 and 10 have been deferred. We have items 1 through 8, 11 through 15 that have been reviewed by Procurement and Budget. These items are now ready to be reviewed by the Awards Committee. Beginning with item 1, representing the minutes from the June 30th, 2022 Awards Committee meeting. Are there any comments or corrections to be discussed? All right, may I get a motion to approve award item 1?
Joe Orfano, so moved.
And a second?
Gabor, second.
Thank you. We have a motion from Joe Orfano, a second from Gabor Osh. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Minutes are approved as presented. I'll pass it over to Jenny McCollum, our Chief Procurement Officer, to walk us through each of the remaining items before I ask for a motion, beginning with item 2.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 2 is a straight bid. This is for our Harbor Island Drive water and force main replacement project. The scope of the project is to replace approximately 380 feet of 8-inch water main and 4-inch force main beneath a wooden pedestrian walkway using our horizontal directional drilling method. The existing water and wastewater force main pipes are attached to this existing wooden walkway, and the walkway is degrading, putting our pipes at risk to an outage or sanitary sewer overflow. TV Landmark Construction, Inc. is our recommended awardee in the amount of $833,394.10. We estimate this being completed November of 2022. We received 2 bids and 1 no bid. The reason for the no bid was due to their current schedule and workload. It appears that the award amount is 39% higher than the budget estimate. Those are attributed to unit prices coming in higher for pipe material, ductile iron fittings, and pavement restoration. Just as a note, a higher cost per linear foot of pipe is consistent with the piping received in the recent bid you guys saw a week or 2 ago with the galvanized pipe replacement program. Also with the Bessie Circle water main installation. So even though those came in higher, they are in line with the current market. I'm going to pause there, ask for any questions or comments. All right, seeing none, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 2?
Moved.
And a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Gabor Osh, a second from Joe Orfano. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 3.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 3 is a proposal. This is a vision coverage for active employees and retirees to offer fully insured vision coverage, network access, and service to the employees of JEA. IMED Vision Care LLC, underwritten by Fidelity Security Life Insurance Co., is our recommended awardee in the amount of $838,838.40. This is a 5-year award taking us through December 31st of 2027. We received 6 proposals. Our benefits consultant Gallagher helped us administer and evaluate this RFP in compliance with our purchasing requirements. We evaluated the provider networks, benefit offerings, and premium rate guarantees. When we compare the current monthly pricing with the proposed pricing for IMED, the employees will receive approximately 11% savings. Are there any questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 3?
So moved.
And a second?
Sean Connor, second.
Thank you. We have a motion from Gabor Ash, a second from Sean Connor. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? The motion is adopted. I'll pass it back over to Jenny to present award item 4. And Laura, your mic might be muted. No? Okay.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 4 is the renewal. This is for our employee benefits consulting services. So I just mentioned Gallagher has that contract, and the renewal amount is $128,999.92. This is our one and only renewal for Gallagher. So we are proposing to the committee that we utilize this option. They have provided excellent service. They've agreed to renew the contract at the same rates that we've had for the first 5 years. And the award amount, is based on a monthly fee of about a little over $10,000 for the consulting services and a one-time fee in the amount of $4,000 for Medicare retiree drug subsidy. They are vital to our consulting process. They are very valuable from subject matter expertise when we put these bids out and evaluating. They handle all of the big ones that you guys have seen come through. So it's important to have them on contract. Looks like we will be going out for bid sometime in the next probably 4 months or so that we can make sure there's no lapse and that we've got, if for some reason there's a turnover, we would have some overlap in the contracts. Any comments or questions? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 4?
Joe Orfano, so moved.
And a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Joe Orfano, a second from Gabor Ash. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 5.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 5 is a proposal. This is for Blanding Boulevard driveway entrance design services. So the existing stabilized driveway is in poor condition, difficult to traverse without four-wheel drive vehicles. The driveway is approximately 20 feet wide, extends approximately 1,100 linear feet. Reconstruction of the existing driveway will include an improved connection to Blanding Boulevard with associated improvements to abutting driveways, and then drainage considerations with associated permitting services are also included. Construction and Engineering Services Consultant, Inc. is our recommended awardee in the amount of $121,763.04. We are expected to have this design completed in November of 2022. We received 3 proposals, and the engineering design and services came in approximately 3% lower than our estimated budget. And then lastly, I'll note that this company is a JSED firm. Any questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 5?
Sean Connor, so moved.
And a second?
Second.
All right. We have a motion from Sean Connor, a second from Laura Shepis. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 6.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 6 is an invitation to negotiate. This is for consulting services for enterprise IT user experience. This is to review and assess the current use of technology within JEA business processes across the enterprise. Utilligent LLC is our recommended awardee in the amount of $552,614. We're estimating this study and review to be completed December of 2022. We received 9 responses. We evaluated them on price, professional service, professional staff experience, the location and the availability of personnel, and the design approach and work plan to study. I'll note here that the original response considered some offshore options and rates. However, after further evaluation, JEA determined it was in our best interest to solicit only onshore US-based work and rates. And so we went ahead and invited all 9 respondents to submit best and final offers since we changed the rate structure in the workbook. And so you will see during the BAFO some of the pricing increase, which we typically don't allow, but since we changed the structure of the workbook, we allowed them all to submit. So some of them went up, but you can see the number 1 ranked was able to still provide a better price. So it went down from their original price. If you look at the pricing, we're looking at the rates on average about 7% higher than similar engagements that were done back in 2020. So with the way that CPI is increasing, it's about 8.5% right now. That is reasonable and in line with market. And then I'll just lastly note the engagement includes total not to exceed hours for the 3 main deliverables. So we'll be using the rates and the not to exceed hours as they move through this project. Any questions or comments? All right, I'll pass back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 6?
So move.
And a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Gabor Osh, a second from Joe Orfano. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? The motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 7.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 7 is a bid. This is for the removal and replacement and inspection of JEA-owned sewer air release valves. So we own approximately 2,050 of the sewer ARVs that are installed on sewer force mains throughout the JEA wastewater collection system. The contractor will perform the physical removal and replacement of the JEA-owned valves, deliver the removed valves to the JEA shop, and inspection of associated let's see, sorry, I lost my place. Okay, the recommended awardee is R&M Service Solutions LLC in the amount of $2,487,500. This is a 5-year award taking us through July of 2027. We received 2 bids. We had a possible 3rd bidder that declined to participate. And I'll just note that that 3rd bidder was recently, we had to do a contract termination with that vendor, so it didn't surprise us they declined to participate. I'll note that before we went out to bid for this service, we did a pilot last year, which was successful, and it was with the recommended awardee, R&M Services Solutions LLC. So we used that pilot to help put the workbook together, figure out what all services needed to be included, We did modify and learned some from that pilot and the pilot contract. So we modified to require the contractor to provide the labor and to disassemble, clean, and prepare the valves for reassembly and testing by JEA staff. So I think that was being done in-house. We included that in this contract as well. That line item accounts for the variance in the overage for the budget amount. We underestimated that. Everything else was very similar to what the pilot contracting was. And that was an additional line item that we added. So we just underestimated that about 35%. All the unit prices will remain fixed through the first year and can be adjusted by CPI annually after that. Are there any questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 7?
Sean Connor, so move.
And a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Sean Connor, a second from Laura Shepis. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 8.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 8 is a bid. This is for circuits 684 high pressure fluid filled termination replacement at Kennedy and at University Transfer Station. So this is an electrical construction contractor to rebuild the riser pipe assembly. Our recommended awardee is WA Chester LLC in the amount of $1,329,952.16. We expect this to be completed in September of 2024. We only received 2 bids on this. Traditionally been limited competition on this type of scope of services. And I'll note that the award amount is about 15% higher than our budget estimate. When they looked at it, it was due to labor and material costs rising. Consistent. Any questions or comments? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 8?
Joe Orfano, so moved.
And a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Joe Arpano, a second from Gabor Osh. All those in favor, say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back over to Jenny to present award item 11, since 9 and 10 were deferred.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 11 is another bid. This is construction services for District 2, the Hart Road wastewater lift station. So this is to upgrade the lift station. The work will replace the motor control center, transfer switch, programmable logic control, human machine interface controls, and communication equipment. I'll note this was constructed in 1979, and much of the equipment and the facility is either in need of rehabilitation or is reaching the end of its useful life and requires replacement. This rehabilitation also includes life safety and storm resiliency improvements. Our recommended awardee is Sawcross Inc. in the amount of $4,195,450. Estimated to have this done October of 2023. We received 3 bids. And I'll note that there was an error on the formula in the workbook referencing general conditions, which, since it was uniform across the board, we deemed that a minor irregularity and allowed all bidders to submit a revised bid work in bid form with the correction of that error in that formula. The result was still the same. Sawcross was the lowest prior to that and after. The award amount is approximately 66% higher than the budget. So the variance can be primarily attributed to the cost of materials, supplies, and shipping. Also changes from the pre-bid budget estimate. It included the change in process piping from ductile iron to Schedule 40 stainless steel. So that increased our prices quite a bit. And that's incorporation of our new 2022 JEA bypass pumping requirements as well. And then also rising the electric room finished floor elevation and surrounding ground and pavement to meet JEA's resiliency requirements. So there was some other items that played into that budget estimate being off. Any questions or comments? All right, seeing none, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you. May I get a motion to approve award item 11?
Sean Connor, so moved.
And a second?
I think she's a new. Second.
Laura saying second.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Laura. We have a motion from Sean Connor, a second from Laura Shepis. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 12.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 12 is a renewal. This is PCI short and long-term costing software. So this is a 5-year renewal period. We're using the existing contract that we have with PCI GenTrader and the optimization software package, and it includes the maintenance, the updates, the hosting, and annual fees to schedule generating resources and its corresponding fuel portfolio. It's an analytical software package that we use to model JEA's generating and available purchase power resources. The software enforces operational and environmental constraints and optimizes JEA production costs to minimize costs and supports off-system sales to other utilities. It's estimated the use of the software package saves JEA about 3% of its annual production costs. Power Cost Inc. is our recommended awardee in the amount of $561,105. As I said, this is a 5-year renewal, and I'll just note, we put this was a proprietary award back in 2012. And so once this license software was installed, maintenance license, all of that, so it's a single source award to them. It is an industry standard. Most utilities use them, such as FPL, Duke, Santee Cooper, Gainesville, OUC, et cetera. So it also, in that proprietary award originally, it allows for automatic annual renewal. But you'll see over the last several years, 10 years, we have gone and negotiated 3-year renewal terms. So back in 2016 or 13, 16, and 19, we did 3-year renewal awards. So this year, when we were negotiating, Gary Baker did a great job in negotiating with them, which is why we're doing a longer term of the 5 years. And so we're going to see about a 3% cost increase overall. And so we're locking in some rates where if we had just done an annual renewal, we would have paid a 3% plus a CPI increase each year, and CPI is at 8.5% right now. So we felt in the best interest for JEA to go ahead and lock in this pricing for the 5-year term. We also get access to ancillary services that weren't included that support modeling solar and wind, which will be integrated into the platform free of charge. The annual cost, of these extra ancillary services is about $112,000 annually. So quite a bit of negotiation savings, even though this is a single source. Gary has continued to be able to help us negotiate and get the best price for JEA. Any questions or comments?
Sounds like it's a really good result for JEA as you consider the power markets and tight power. And it's great that we're looking ahead to integrating solar. So nice job.
Absolutely. Yep. Gary is a rock star. He did a great job on this. And Rodney, of course, our team assisted, but Gary was the lead. Any other comments, questions? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 12? We have a motion from Laura Shepis, a second,
Second, Joe Orfano.
and a second from Joe Orfano. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 13.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 13 is a contract increase. This is for Nocatee South Reclaim Water Storage Tank and Booster Pump Station. This is for the engineering services, hydraulic model, design, services during construction. Mott McDonald, Florida, LLC is our recommended awardee in the amount of $61,792. We expect this to be completed in October of 2022. And the award request is to increase Mott McDonald, their services to continue. The project's been delayed due to material delivery issues, communication tower permitting issues from St. Johns County, and delays from FPL. So it's just resulted in additional services during construction required by the engineer. So the engineer can continue to have the progress meetings, construction oversight during the extended timeline. Any questions or comments? And you're seeing this because it's over the 10% available since we've had other changes. You'll note the other changes in the table above. So this is coming to the awards even though it's a smaller amount. All right, hearing no questions or comments, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 13?
So move.
And a second?
John Connor, second.
Thank you. We have a motion from Gabor Osh, a second from Sean Connor. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present award item 14.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 14 is a change order. This is District 2, Robina Road Booster Pump Station. This is for the material, equipment, and labor to construct a new booster pump station and associated pipe, pumps, tanks, storm retention pond, and site work. Petticoat Schmidt Civil Contractors, Inc. is our recommended awardee, and the change order amount is $381,647. We expect this to be completed July of 2023. And the reason we are doing this change order, the request is to change the stainless steel piping from Schedule 10 to Schedule 40. It's a thicker wall pipe in accordance with JEA standards. The changes in material are a result of a design error that was discovered during construction. Sean, I had a question on that, and I'm sorry I didn't get to you before the meeting, but is there anything Who was the engineer on this that made that mistake? Or was it a joint mistake? Did we not specify that? Was that on us?
No, so the engineer is CDM Smith, and they have been doing a lot of these pump stations for us. The error was that during their design, they specified the Schedule 10 and did not update. Our standards had been updated to the Schedule 40 pipe, and they did not go back and capture that when they were doing the design. And then subsequently, during our design review, it was missed. It's essentially a note on the drawing that, a lot of our design reviewers are used to assuming they have the correct standards referenced. So when we bid this work out, the contractor mobilized, started work, and when they went through the submittal process, that's when the error was discovered. So this change order is to increase the cost for the material. We've already gone back to the engineer to talk about process improvement and subsequent, actions that we're taking with that. Really, at the end of the day, the price of this additional price we would have had to pay for anyway if it was specified properly in the first place. There are some mobilization costs that the project's going to incur that we're going to work with the engineer to try to recover due to their error.
Perfect. Thank you. I know my team probably asked that question, but I did not. So thank you for that. I'm sure the committee is appreciative of that explanation. When we see stuff like that, just to know what's happening behind the scenes is important. So thank you.
Sure.
And I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. And John, thank you again. It definitely helps to have the context. May I get a motion to approve award item 14?
So move.
And a second?
John Connor, second.
We have a motion from Gabor Osh, a second from Sean Connor. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. I'll pass it back to Jenny to present our final award item.
Thank you. Through the chair, award number 15 is a bid. This is construction services for the SIP Southside Boulevard to Deerwood Water Treatment Plant. So this is water main and raw water main segment 2. TG Utility Company, Inc. is our recommended awardee in the amount of $9,507,717. We expect this to be completed in May of 2024. We received 5 bids. The award amount is approximately 24% lower than the budget estimate. And I'll note when the estimate was created, a water main was included that was removed from the scope of this segment work and included in a separate construction bid package. And the estimate just wasn't updated to reflect the change. Any questions or comments on this one? All right, I'll pass it back to the chair for a vote.
Thank you, Jenny. May I get a motion to approve award item 15?
Joe Orfano, so moved.
And a second?
Second.
We have a motion from Joe Orfano, a second from Gabor Osh. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Motion is adopted. The entire agenda representing items 1 through 8 and 11 through 15 is approved for July 14th, 2022. Is there any other business to come before the awards committee at this time?
Through the chair, just one quick comment. I will not be at the awards meeting next week, and Joe Perez is going to sub in for me. So it'll be his first time chairing the awards committee, so be kind, please. We were going to cancel, but with the 2 awards that got deferred this week, we were able to come up with a couple more to add to the agenda. So it should be only about 5, maybe 6 for next week. But just wanted to let you guys know that I will not be present and Joe will be attending in my absence.
All right. We wish you a good time away from the office and very excited for Joe. I'm sure he'll do very well.
He will exceed expectations as always, I'm sure. Thank you.
That's great.
Just remember that at the end of the year, Jenny.
Review
Oh, I
time.
do, don't worry.
All right. Is there anything else to come before the awards committee at this time? All right. Seeing none, we're adjourned. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.